Mr. Monkey, the Unboxer, welcomes you to the following presentation of Disney Infinity Fights.
What's up, everybody? To the Elite 8 in April Madness! Woo! I'm so excited, everyone! And if you can look outside our window right here, you can see we are actually here in Dagobah! Oh yes, because this will be the last fights that are home games. As next week, we will head to the Final Four in Disneyland just like last year. Such a very exciting time. So why are we in Dagobah? Why? Because it's Yoda's home, the former champion, and it's Green Goblin playing him. This is probably the most hyped fight of the century, probably. Like, they talk about all those cool things that happen in sports, you know, like the Monstars versus the Toon Squad, those fighters, Rocky versus Ivan Drago, but no, Yoda versus Green Goblin. That is the fight of the century, everyone. And we have people flooding into Dagobah even as we speak. This will be the last fight we will talk about tonight. But we actually have Mike and Cookie Monster. Why do I keep saying Cookie Monster? Mike and Elmo there to tell us how it will go down. But we will get to them later as Yoda and Green Goblin are preparing for their fights. So, in the meantime, we will talk about all the other fights that are currently going on, as the Elite Eight is such a great time to see great fighters, as these are the championships for the regions, the North, South, East, and West divisions. So, without further ado, we shall start to talk about those, and we will end on the fight of the week, Yoda versus Green Goblin. That is very hyped. We might take some stops talking about him. So, let's start it off with Baymax versus Sorcerer Mickey, the championship for the East. This was a pretty close fight. Baymax was really wanting to return to the Final Four like last year as he got third place. But Mickey was a surprise. Almost no one picked him except for like 2 or 3 people picked him to go even this far and fewer further. So, as you could see in this first fight, Mickey had the desire to win, and he easily defeats Baymax in San Francisco for the first win. The second one was close. I mean, Baymax, he knocked Mickey down to low health early, but with Mickey's healing, it evens it out. Let's in fact take a look live about how that play is going down. So let's see how it's going. He almost got that rocket fist for the win, but Mickey went first. The Eastern champion is Sorcerer Mickey! I would have predicted that one. So, congrats to Mickey for the first time ever going to the Final Four. He will play the winner of Yoda Green Goblin. Congrats to you, Sorcerer Mickey. The West. We will move to the West as it is opposite of the East next. And in this one, it was Captain America 3.0 versus Anakin Skywalker, also 3.0. This is the 3 seed versus the 4 seed. Intense because both the 1s and 2s, Darth Vader and Hulk, were defeated. But this build-up, as intense as it was, neither were expected to be here, and neither have even made it to the Sweet 16. I mean, none of them even made it to the second round. Like, come on, guys. So that was a huge surprise. So no matter what happens, these two get the most improved fighters award. So congrats to Captain America and Anakin for improving so much. I mean, Jack Skellington did improve too, but he was a 1 seed last year, so he, sucked. Anywho, in this fight, Cap started out really strong in the first fight and quickly got Anakin and was able to defeat him. In the second fight, it got close, and right outside Cap's camp, it looked as if Anakin could even it out as he got them both to low health. Again, if Anakin wins, it goes to a sudden death fight. If Cap wins, he becomes the champion. So, because of the high intensity, the high stakes, let's see live how this fight is going down.
Okay, now you're getting on my nerves.
Oh! Cap throws his shield, stuns Anakin, and then finishes the job with all those punches! Wow! Captain America! Yes, he is the West Champion! Good job, Captain America. Sorry, Anakin, I guess the Force was not with you in this fight. So, congrats to Cap as you move on to the Final Four for also the first time. That is 2 new Final Four fighters, everybody. Congrats to them. Next, we have Stitch versus Jack Skellington in the South. So, this one has some pretty good hype because it is the 2 versus the 4. Also very low expected, even though a few of our predictors predicted this to happen, not many. And as close as this one seemed, as it is second to last, we thought this would be the second to closest fight. It was a little more surprising than we thought, especially as we were in Hawaii. Man, I love Hawaii. I wish we could have gone there for this game, as Mr. Monkey missed out on going to Hawaii this year. Maybe next year. But in this first one, they fought in the main city. Stitch started off by quickly attacking, but Jack Skellington's pumpkins do more damage than he thought, as it looked as if Stitch was maybe going to win early. But Jack knocked him down to low health, and even as he is the comeback king, he could not come back against Jack in that first fight. But he still has 2 more chances. So, the second fight also started off the same way. It looked as if Stitch was dominating, but then Jack started to take the lead. Let's see right now if, live from Hawaii, if Stitch can make the comeback to win or to send it to sudden death. If not, Jack will become the champion. Let's take a look.
What are you supposed to be?
Wow! The comeback king can't do it! No! Not Stitch! I wanted him to win! Because then we could celebrate together in Hawaii! Boo! So Jack surprises the world and defeats Stitch to become the king of the South! And also the Pumpkin King, as we all know. So congrats for the Southern champion, Jack Skellington. He will play Captain America in the Final Four. Well, congrats to him. So now we go on to our last fight, as it is Yoda versus Green Goblin. This one had all the hype of the week, as most of the predictors had Yoda going all the way, and almost no one has Green Goblin. But, you know, Green Goblin has fought so great recently that no one really knows how it will go. So this is the game of the week, everyone! Oh, yes. But, it's everyone's favorite fighter, Yoda, versus nobody's favorite fighter, Green Goblin. Yes, and because of the hypes, we sent Mike over to Green Goblin's camp and Elmo to Yoda's. So we will turn it over to Mike to see what Green Goblin is preparing to do in this fight tonight against Yoda, and if he has a strategy against the defending champ.
Thank you, Mr. Monkey. Welcome, everybody. So, for the past week or so, I've been out in New York with seeing Green Goblin training for this fight. Now, as you could tell by the previous fights, he really likes to throw bombs and destroy stuff. That's exactly what he did to New York City. You should see the place. They're doing construction all over. It's a mess. Well, after that training, we flew out to the Dagobah system here where I am at. And I talked to him a little bit. And he said that the best way to defeat Yoda is to eliminate him doing the cookie blender against Green Goblin. I think that will be very successful if he does that. Also, since he heals, I feel like he just has to dodge a lot and possibly have to run away. And if he does that, he'll probably win against Yoda if Mr. Monkey likes it or not. And lastly, I asked him how big of a challenge Yoda would be. And you know what his answer was?
You and I
he said,
not so
him and Yoda are not so different. So Green Goblin believes that the previous champion and him are not so different. I guess we'll see how that turns out in the fight, but I think I agree with him, honestly. I mean, they're both green, they have the same skill level, I'd say. And yeah, well, I guess we'll find out. Back to you, Mr. Monkey.
Okay, you know, obviously you want to do that, Green Goblin, but this is Yoda. Like, no way you can scare him. Like, come on, no way. Yoda has no fear. For as we all know, as Yoda says, quote, fear is of the dark side. Thank you, Yoda. And now we will look at Elmo and see what Elmo is seeing from Yoda's camp, as he knows that Yoda will easily win. Hey, Elmo!
Hello, Mr. Monkey, and hello, everybody! I'm here from the Dagobah system. I've been here for several days now, watching Yoda train for his big fight. And you know, he uses lots of tactics which are very interesting. You know, if you all remember, his best move is to use the Cookie Monster cookie twirl thingy-ma-bobber, and he trains here by doing that with that big monster that's in the moat. He just pulls it up out of the water and twirls it around and throws it. And I asked him, I said, why do you do that? And he's like, I must unlearn what I have learned so that I can learn it again, so that I can use it again before I unlearn it again. Or something like that, I don't remember. I wasn't paying super good attention. But anyways, he's so good at it that he even accidentally did it to me one time when I stepped out of the wrong spot. It was kind of funny, except now my bone hurts a little bit. But it's okay, because I'm fine. Anyways, everybody, Yoda has been training day or night for this huge fight, and I really think that he's win. So anyways, that's all for now. Back to you in the studio, Mr. Monkey.
Oh yes, thank you so very much. I agree, the Cookie Blender is the best move. And again, Cookie Monster gave us the copyright to use the Cookie Blender. So thank you, Cookie Monster. Anywho, we are getting down to it. The stats are in, and all the predictions are up. We are ready to go, folks. So let's get ready to rumble! Whew, that was a mouthful right there. Okay, everybody. So the first fight, let's get to it. Here we are in Dagobah, and whew, I mean, you gotta watch out for the swamp over here. But let's get down to it. Green Goblin and Yoda are clashing in the first fight. And as tight as it is, Green Goblin looks like he was taking the lead. Let's take a look. As this is the game of the week, we will take a look at the fight live in all three. So you are all in for a treat. So let's see if Yoda can come back.
To have you here. Cookie juice.
Boo! Green Goblin takes the win barely. You know, if he couldn't heal, he would be destroyed by Yoda. It is his bombs that got the win for him right there. So, let's hope that Yoda can come back as he takes the 0-1 loss so far. So, let's go to fight number 2 and see if Yoda can come back. My strategy, use the Cookie Blender more and you will win. So, let's see if he does that in this next fight. Here we go. Yoda starts off hot. You know, gets the Cookie Blender and knocks him down. Let's see if he can finish the job.
Betrays you, your aggression.
Yoda! Woo! Good job, Yoda! That's what we are talking about. We don't need Green Goblin to win. Go, come on. Yes, so Yoda takes the win, ties it up 1-1. Here it is, everybody. The last fight in the Elite Eight and the last fight other than the final 4 fights and championship. So this is all we are waiting for. This is what we sign up for. Here we go. Yoda, Green Goblin, 1-1. How will it go down? Here we go, live! As we see, Yoda is starting off hot, and he knocks Green Goblin down to low health. Yes, Yoda, tomorrow we're going! Championship, here we come! But Green Goblin, being the goblin that he is, runs away! Boo! Everyone boo! 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 And he heals back up. So, that is what healing guys do best. They get booed. Boo! Amen. So, Yoda, because he can't shoot, he can't stop the healing easily. So, we enter the same pattern right here as you are seeing on the screen. as Yoda dashes, attacks him twice, well, forces, dashes, attacks him twice, Green Goblin ground pounds, and then dodges away and throws some bombs. So, as you can see, Yoda is losing more health, and Green Goblin is actually gaining health with this strategy. They must have been studying Yoda's film and realized if he does this, Yoda cannot get the cookie blender off. Although he does get the cookie blender off, he does not beat him with it. And as close as it got, and it got pretty close, let's see how it finishes out. No! No! Oh, that really hurt. No! How? Yoda! How could you do this to me? No! Sorry, everybody, I need a minute. Sorry. Green Goblin wins! No! Green Goblin, because he's a silly healer, takes the win over Yoda.
Judge me by my size, do you?
Crushing everyone's dreams, even a little monkey that opened his paw. No! Yoda's my role model. He'll win it next year. It's all good. So, anywho, congrats to Green Goblin as he is the North Champion. No one expected this. Only one person predicted it. His name was Caleb Packham. What an idiot! How would you pick him over Yoda? I will hunt him down and, probably try to murder him. I didn't say that on live TV, so sorry. So, if you know Caleb Packham, please tell him that he predicted this monstrosity. Ugh. So Yoda will fall. Congrats to Yoda for making it even this far after being a champion. Now Green Goblin will be the North Champion and will go against Sorcerer Mickey in the Final Four. And a note to everyone with the Final Four, all four guys are healing guys. So we are in for very long fights. Thank you all for staying with us with that. I will quickly go over the leaderboards as we've already taken a lot of time just in the fights.
Alright then, here we are at the leaderboards for this round of the Elite 8. There was a lot of jumps and drops in this round as many people got lots of champions wrong. And as you can easily see right here, only 2 people have their champions left, being Chad's bracket, Chad Wright, with Captain America still alive, and the winning bracket, Taylor or Sorcerer Mickey. Those are the only 2 who have champions left. One notable one would be also Steve Packham's bracket, as he has Jack Skellington in the championship. So, him, the winning bracket, and Chad's bracket have the highest chances of jumping up. But let's look at the top 10 first. As you can see, we have Ian Rubish in first place with 79. He took a big jump with getting one of those guys right. Caleb's winning bracket, Caleb Packham, who I am going to hunt down. How'd you predict Yoda to lose? Anywho, he got 2 right. The most of anyone here, so he obviously cheated. And he jumped up to second place. And he has a high chance of getting another one right in the Final Four. So, things aren't looking good. So, you have to get rid of him. Braden's bracket is then in third place. And the next go as follows. Alex bracket. Mr. Monkey's bracket. Good thing I'm still in 5th place. Mason's bracket. Steve's bracket, who again I said has a high chance of jumping up if Jack Skellington wins. Jackson's bracket. Cameron's bracket. And the winning bracket at 10th place. So in the top 10, only one player has their champion left. So things are looking good if you are him. And if not, things are not looking good. So, as I mentioned, there are a few people that have Captain America going to their championship, along with Chad's bracket. So, with these few people, they have a chance of jumping up, as you can still see here. But, as of now, a lot of people's scores are set in stone. For example, Alex's bracket is done. He will get no more than 72 points, as are others. So make sure if your bracket is done or not. I will go through and show you the rest of the scores. Congrats, everyone.
Wow, congrats to everybody with those leaderboards. And because, we've already seen some of them, we'll just show the top 3 or 4 plays, not top 10. So the screen might say top 10, but it's not actually top 10. And I swear, if Green Goblin is on there, I might just retire. So, let's see.
I can do this all day. I can do this all day.
That's enough!
You underestimate my power!
Son, just don't. I can do this all day.
Wow, everybody, wow, and of course, Green Goblin was there. So everybody, I would like to announce my retirement. Yes, I, Mr. Monkey, will step down from the mantle. Mike will take my place. I, without Yoda, am no commentator. I do not deserve the power. So, you will really look forward to seeing him. But, I'll just be in Disneyland chilling. So everybody, stay tuned for next week, the final Green Goblin versus the final 4, my bad. Green Goblin versus Sorcerer Mickey and Jack Skellington versus Captain America. We are in for treats as there will be a new champion this year. Who will it be? Who will it be? Not Yoda, so there's no point to watching it anyways. Thank you all for watching, and remember to like and subscribe because that is how I earn my money. Which I really don't have any point to because no Yoda. Sorry, I keep bringing that up. I'm going through a traumatic experience. Thank you all for watching and have a great rest of your night. And boo Green Goblin. Bye!